Restore Belize through a partnership with Youth Advocacy Through Arts, YATA, is putting off a drama show for Friday night for public consumption. The drama presentation is one that has been performed at various educational institutions around the country. Love News spoke with Joseph Stamp Romero, coordinator of the event, to find out more about this drama which he wrote dubbed Sleepless Girls.
Wish I could call it with you, son of a
No, Jenna, no, man. Let's say that, man, girl. Jenna, you know any business nowhere near you, man. You could get me locked up, Jenna. Stop the going like that, man. I don't need no police drama right now. Please.
So what? But I like you and you like me too, right?
That's the thing you do, Jenna. You like to push it, my girl. We have a nice time, and that's the only thing important, man. Relax, my girl.
No, that's true. As long as I'm number one.
The show is really a social drama based on some of the struggle that young girls go through. It really depicts how young girls struggle with sexual abuse, how they struggle with identity, and some of the roles that some of the men play sometimes in society in creating a very difficult, traumatic experience for young girls who are not of age as yet. It's definitely a family experience. Our target is 13 to 19. That's for YATA target. We're looking at that teenage audience mainly. But it's a family experience. The reason because we believe that one of the things about YATA is that we're trying to promote education, teaching the society how to deal with certain social ills. And one of the biggest things that we have, one of the biggest problems we have, is how we deal with young ladies who are struggling to find themselves. A lot of times there's a lot of sexual exploitation, whether it's through money, through using status to exploit them. And so the show Sleepless Girls is really a story for the family, for mothers to understand their role in helping their daughters to find themselves, for fathers to understand their role in making sure that their daughters they're there for their family. And so it's really a family-oriented experience. So I wrote the production that I'm directing it also, but we have a guided process in our productions where the youths who are involved on stage, because we have young people as young as 14 on cast, and they're a huge part of how the script comes out. So I have an idea what I want to put on stage, but they come to workshops and we work through the process of getting the script to life. And so the young people have a huge influence on what you see on stage.
While this year's drama carries a message for young girls and parents, Romero did a production last year that was aimed at young boys and the perils of street life. According to Romero, last year's drama was well received.
Last year we did Gangs and Boys, a message for young men and their whole relationship with their fathers in the community, with their fathers now, and how the community saw young men. This year we're looking at young girls and how the community can help to affect change in young girls. And so it's another part of our season that we're trying to develop with these social productions for the community. Roughly over 3,000 persons got to see that show when the run was done. I think the impact was huge in terms of we got a lot of feedback. People who were saying that they were glad that we showed their story, were able to talk about what they were struggling with. A lot of young people who would normally say something to an adult would say things to these shows or say things to people who are in these shows. So we get a lot of feedback, people saying that they're just glad that someone is actually telling their story from their perspective.
As we mentioned, the drama that will be put off on Friday night is one that has been performed around the country, including secondary schools. We asked Romero to talk to us about the response from those who have seen the Sleepless Girls drama.
I know I'm working with UNICEF earlier this year, and doing a national violence campaign, that this is a huge problem across the country: sexual abuse, sexual exploitation of our young girls. And so when we went to Dangriga, for example, one of their things was that they're glad that it's becoming more public. Individuals is always on the news. There's never been an artistic approach to showing this problem. And so I think the audience had a lot of respect for what the production was trying to do for the young people.
The drama presentation takes place at the BTL Park on Newtown Barracks on Friday night in Belize City.